The stars are right, and that means it's time for some Arkham, well, not Arkham horror. Today, we are playing The Sinking City, the brand new Lovecraftian-inspired video game that just came out today. We are playing an investigator by the name of Charles Reed. Hello, everyone who is tuning in. I believe that's, is that Sergey? And Joe Spiza 11B, glad you could make it to the stream. Today we are going to play a little bit of Sinking City and see how it goes. Just downloaded the game, so let's get started and see what happens here. I'm curious myself. Alright, so Frosty, welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. Turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. And there's some text about barricaded areas infested with monsters, daring looters. Pin evidence to our current screen. Hi Marco, glad you could make it to the stream today. We are playing The Sinking City, doing something a little bit different from our regularly scheduled Arkham Horror LCG content. We get to press a button. There we go. All right, let's see what happens next here. Starting to see all your former army buddies turn into zombies and weapons of something that's going wrong. So it seems we're on some sort of boat, walking around. Who knows what's going to happen here? Oh dear. So we're stuck on some rocky... Oh, what the hell is that? Okay, so there is our first Cthulhuid monster above us. So the water is above us and nothing below. Looks like there's a town with Devil's Reef. And we are just going to take the plunge. Dreaming. We have some sort of scar on our neck, it looks like. Alright. Okay, so here we are. So we're on Charon, the ship. So I believe our keys are... How do we interact with them? Okay.
If I never have to use it, something tells me I will.
Letter from Johannes Vanderberg, dear Mr. Reed. Okay, this is the one we saw previously. Hi Amelia, glad you could make it to the stream today. We just got started. We're playing a little bit of The Sinking City. We just had a dream sequence in which we saw several Cthulhuid monsters. And this is the letter from Johannes who's telling us to come to Oakmont, Massachusetts, because he can help us with what's happening. So we'll see what happens. So we have the letter. We have so I guess we're going to have to meet. So So if we push C, okay, so this is our casebook. We have Frosty Welcome is our first case. So we need to find this Johannes Vanderberg character. What is the Mine Palace? Okay, so I guess that's where we gather our clues. Casebook, lore. We have no lore yet. Skills. All right, so we've got some sort of skill. That looks like Trapper. We can set traps twice as quickly, and then we can, I guess we can be a trapper, or we can be a combat. Looks like we've got a lot of different combat options. Looks like we've got some options as far as health go, and we've got some options as far as, does that look like sanity? Maybe sanity. Here's our map. Obviously we haven't been anywhere yet. We've got a pistol, so we're gonna have to craft some ammunition. I think we've got 6 bullets, so we're gonna have to go find some gunpowder and shell casings, and that's just our options. So, all right, so we can head back to this room and see what is that thing over there. Collected the evidence with our folding camera of some sort of squid-like thing with a skull. Hello, Hero Logic. Glad you could make it today to the stream. So we've got some tanks. We've got some, looks like alcohol, a chair. What's over here? We've got the Oakmont Monolith National Park is waiting for you.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Some posters. What is that? Curse of the Were-Jaguar. Romar the Noble Troglodyte. Oakmont Line, Oakmont Shipping Company. Anything else in this room? There's a first aid thing over here. Let's go see. Found some gunpowder and coil springs. I wonder what we use coil springs for. Gunpowder is obvious, but the coil springs not so much. So we have some strange esoteric. Yeah, I am streaming on YouTube as well. It says Arkham Horror LCG. That's my. That's what I do for the other. I'll need to change that after the stream and fix it. So there's a woman, a couple of pinups. I think we've pretty much seen everything we can in this room. So let's go see what's outside. Go that way. So here, welcome to Oakmont. Who's this guy?
Now get out!
Very helpful. I guess this is...
At last,
So
Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Alright, got some dialogue choices. About my problem, what's the deal with the city? Nice suit. What's the
Reaching
deal with the
Oakmont
city?
is no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that's
Hi
sailed
John,
here.
welcome to the
Why
stream.
is
Glad you
that?
can make it today.
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
about this flood?
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem.
So I've been having visions.
Visions have been
Obviously,
getting worse.
when
Such
I had
vividness
that
of
vision, my
dreams
crew
is
turned
not
into zombies,
uncommon
that was bad
here in
enough.
Oakmont. By chance,
to
the man
drive
I
me
spoke of,
insane.
Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
So where is Robert Throgmorton?
How can I find
After?
Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar.
I think whenever you talk
Patron of
about
the famous
bloodlines in Call
Oakmont
of Cthulhu,
University.
that
A
inevitably
man of great
means
ambitions
Fisherman's
and even
House,
greater ego. Do not
I'm
make
sure
it
he's
wait.
part frog or part deep one or something like that. Let's find a
I'll
place
need
to
a place
stay.
to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
Devil's
Is it-
Reef Hotel.
Sounds
That's not ominous at
charming.
all.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
All right,
You're a
gonna have to
private
check
eye,
this
yes?
map to see
Well,
what else he puts
I've
on there.
highlighted the police station, city archive,
Police station,
newspaper,
city archive,
places you'll
newspaper.
need to get
This
to
is
the
where
truth.
we need to get the
This
truth.
city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your
What do you
days,
do
Mr.
here,
Vandenberg?
I host a philosophy club for
Philosophy
the like-minded
clubs?
intelligentsia, gathering seeds of
Yeah,
thought.
poor Charles Reed
like
doesn't
moths
look
drawn
that good,
to
does he? He looks kind
So
of, his
Oakmont
eyes are
really
kind
have
of
much
hollow.
market
And
for philosophy these days.
There is no
exactly, that was
consciousness
my
without
question.
pain, Mr. Reed.
What's the market
No
for
better moment
philosophy?
for clarity than
Oakmont
times of
these days
hardship.
when you got this massive flood? That is a good
That's it
question.
for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
This guy's
Oh,
not bad.
before you go,
For sure.
how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who
Track me
finds
down.
you.
All right. Well, we have a couple of tasks ahead of us here. We can go find the hotel first of all. Let's take a look at the view here. Oh, we have a map. Let's take a look at the map. All right, here's our map. Wow, look at that. Okay, so we are right here. Looks like there's a boat. Where is the... Okay, there we can... so we've got Salvation Harbor. We've got... The Shells is another neighborhood. We've got Coverside, which has a bunch of places. We've got Advent. There is Reid Heights, which I guess is named after us. Old Grove. And Grimm Haven Bay. Some ominous names. Now, how do we know what these symbols mean? That's what I'm curious about. So, hotel. Obviously, this is the newspaper, police station. That must be the hotel. Okay, so the hotel is on Old Colony Street. So if we head if we head north to Old Church Road and then up to Old Colony Street, we will find our hotel. And then I might want to go to the newspaper. That's what I do for a real life job, so going to the newspaper is always a good idea. Who knows what kind of information they have about this crazy place. So we have Frosty Welcome. So we've got a key to the room at the Devil's Reef, and we've got to find Robert Throgmorton. All right. So we want to go north. So here is a giant squid-like thing that has been killed by someone. Hi, Rudy, Johan, Angeli, Mikkelsen. Glad you could make it to the stream today. We are just getting into the sinking city. We need to find a guy named Robert Throgmorton. And we are also looking for our hotel in the beautiful city of Oakmont. Look at this place. It's to die for. What's that up there? Looks like there's some sort of Cthulhuoid thing on the water tower. Obviously had some issues in town. So we've got a gun. So back here that we can... Alright. So that's more the Ape's Bride. We have a real hankering for pulpy magazines here in Oakmont. What's that guy doing over there? Let's go see. Hi, Oban Fireworks. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, everything is a bit fishy. I hadn't planned on going for a swim here, but this is what we're doing. Whoops. Something's killing us. We took some damage there. So it looks like we can get out of the water over there. What was in the water that was attacking us? That's why. Okay, so our little thing... So we've got this bar up above us that lets us see where we want to go. So let's head... Look at this. Look at this. Let's back up and get a look at this. Look at this shark. The rats are eating the shark. That shark looks like something bigger than the shark got a hold of it. Yikes. I don't want to meet whatever that was. Alright, I'm going to go see this man. Getting used to the controls here. This guy looks like he is praying.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's obviously not good. When you can openly prey on the docks for the town's destruction. Alright, let's go see what we can find. So, under the keel bar. Boy, that sounds enticing. I'm going to go there. Got a dumpster fire. Got some fish over here. What's going on? Alright, maybe we could go... Well, we did want to go find our hotel.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Alright, what
If
happened
I
to
may
your son?
ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark
Oh yes,
my
it is
words.
Innsmouthers, for sure. Who are the
I take it you're not
Innsmouthers?
the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this
Filthy
damn
migrants
city.
occupying half the damn
Port,
city.
Grimm Haven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the
So we are going
shells.
to be running into
They
a whole
are
bunch
everywhere.
of Innsmouthers.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the
Mr.
pillar of this
Throgmorton looks
community,
like he could,
not to mention that crime rates have
straight out of Planet
skyrocketed.
of the Apes.
Simply speaking, they are a big
Certainly not
sticking
Innsmouth,
pile
that's
of
for
trouble.
So basically, the Innsmouthers are to blame for everything that's gone wrong with this city. Yes, your features are
Please forgive the
unusual,
question,
for
but
sure.
I've never met a man quite like you before.
Yeah, that's saying
That's
something.
because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
So, Throgmorton's bloodline has united with something not Innsmouth related, but probably just as bad.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I will
Mr.
find
Throgmorton,
Albert. I am a
let
good
me help
person.
you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing
Good
people.
at tracking down
I'll find
missing
Albert.
people. I
What
will
makes you
definitely
think
find your
you
son,
can
especially
do
if he
it?
looks like you.
Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
Boy, my eyes look terrible. It's like I've been up way too late. I haven't had any coffee or a smoke or anything. I'm just like, I'm a wreck.
I need to know more about what
Total
happened
wreck.
to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly,
Yeah,
something
exactly.
suspicious
Yeah, all
occurred
the
inside
visions
the
and
house. I suggest you stop dawdling and
Definitely
go
no
see for
Roland
yourself.
Banks. Roland is calm, cool, and collected. This guy looks like he's Roland Banks with 1 sanity left over.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes.
Insomnia.
Face the house,
yeah.
then to the left
Sure.
is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Alright, well, I
As
guess
much
we're
as
done
I'm
with
enjoying
Big
the
Lord
weather,
up here.
Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
So, we know
Find my
where the...
son,
Yeah.
newcomer, and be
Yeah, I hope
quick
there's no
about it.
cover-up. We've got to burn a bunch of clues. Alright, so we got some evidence. So evidence contains crucial information. We interact with people. We can take pictures with our camera. We can pin evidence on the HUD to keep track of our current goal. We can also place evidence on the map from the Casebook screen. Alright. So this is... I guess that must be the Fisherman's House. There was a beach. Hi Chris, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Yeah, this just came out today. This is a brand spanking new game.
I've said everything I know.
Alright, so you have
Don't do
nothing to
anything
say.
stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
A cop will shoot me if I do anything bad. Alright, let's see. Maybe we can go into this house. Alright, so... we were gonna head north. What is that? Is that a rat? Let's go over here. So my audio is low? Is that the issue? Huh. Let me check. That's interesting. Are you able to hear my audio now? All right. Game loud, mic is low. Okay. Let me see if we can't fix that issue. If we go into settings, we might be able to... Let's just reduce the settings by a bit here. Alright, how does that sound? Is that sounding a little bit better? Still working out the kinks here with this audio of my new setup. Okay. Alright. Let me know how that sounds. This is still a work in progress here. We're still tweaking things and trying to figure out what's working and what's not. Maybe I'm too far away. But, yeah, it does seem kind of low on my side as well. I'm not sure what the issue is. Maybe I can go in here. Is that better? Whoa, it's pretty loud. Is that any better? Hopefully that fixes the problem a little bit. All right, let's... okay, great. Thank you very much, Edward. All right, let's get back on with the journey. Okay, good. All right, glad to hear it. All right, so we are going to do some exploring. We need to find the beach. And we were also going to find our hotel. Buy fresh fish. Oh, let's look at this sign. That fish, I don't want to buy that fish. That is a nasty looking fish. What's over here? We have some cigarettes, other assorted crap. Alright, more displaced squid tentacles. We've got Are there just squids lying around everywhere in this city? This is part of the problem. If you just leave squids around to fester, it's really gonna take your city down a notch. We've got another car. Another person praying here.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
No. Alright, so we've got a lot of worshippers. Lots of crazy worshippers in this town. I wonder if we can climb up here. No, can't. Cannot climb. There's a boat that's sunk. Let's maybe go find our hotel first. We needed to go north to find the hotel, and praise the sea indeed, Chris. Praise the sea. What's that book there? Can I get to it? No, I can't. Locking stuff away from me. Buy fresh fish and praise the sea. That's what we're going to be saying a lot here. See, there's another squid here. Like, you just litter your town with squid, you're gonna have problems. Man, this place is dreary. Bar under the keel. Hey, maybe we could use a stiff drink. That might actually help us. Grimm Haven Bay. The bar. What is this picture of? Is that man cuddling a fish? Okay, that's creepy. There's another problem with your town if you embrace this sort of thing. A man cuddling a fish, that is not good either. Oh. So we earned some experience points.
Oh.
Got a spare bullet, fella?
Got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days. Oh. Yeah.
I guess I can't do anything.
Got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Alright, we're in the bar. Bar has seen better days for sure. Who's his chum?
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Alright. Sounds good.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
That's it? I don't have any sort of, like, hello?
Bye.
Like, I can't get anything from him?
You want a drink? You want a drink?
Alright, well that's kind of... What's going on over here? Some sort of... Oh, she's got cards. She's got cards. She's our tarot reader.
Come closer, troubled soul.
She's going to tell us... She's going to use the tarot cards to tell us our future.
Some kind of fortune teller?
Yes, my dear. Yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
I want to know.
Really?
For sure.
Like what?
I want to know
Not
my
so
future.
fast, newcomer. I see many things. For
But you're gonna make me pay for
it. I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Okay, so I can give her bullets to read my future. Let's give her a
hear
bullet.
what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Exactly. That made no sense at all. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It is what it is. The truth will out soon. Me, I just caught an early glimpse.
Praise the sea. Does that help?
I feel like I got scammed.
Yeah, I do feel like I got scammed. So I have a fortune teller's prophecy. Card game abandoned. Looks like we can go upstairs. Let's go see what's up there. Who's this? A woman with a something. Some 1920s women on the walls. People drinking alone. We've got abandoned tables.
The door won't budge.
Locked door, gramophone. Can I interact with the gramophone? No. Alright. I can look outside. Yeah, those are the cops I met earlier. Okay, well, there's nothing up here, unfortunately. A shark cage. Oh, that's right. That could be it, Chris. A shark cage in my future. Definitely. Oh, there's something creepy here. Some sort of... That looks like a dinosaur skull. Don't know what that would be doing in the bar. Alright, well, I think we've cleared out the bar for the time being. Who's this gentleman?
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
There's a barbecue. Seaweed. Grimm Haven Bay. The road is closed. Let's just be heading this way. Let's just check out. So we can go down here. Might be able to go down there. Or down there. Is that another squid? Yep. More squid. This town has seen better days, man, oh man. So there's a crane. Vehicles. It's like an open world with nothing in it. Exploration hasn't turned up a whole lot of interest. Okay, we're down that way before, so let's head back. Maybe let's go check out what this closed road now. I think we've pretty much explored this dock area. These fine gentlemen don't look very helpful.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off. The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
I can't go through there? I guess not. Alright. Do I have a quest? That's a good question. Well, From what I understand, this game is fairly, Albert returned unstable. Yeah, okay, so this is where we get to we can put together our, this Mind Palace is where we can sort of assemble the clues. Yeah, we want to lock that one, I think. So our casebook is Frosty Welcome. We found Throgmorton, and he wants us to find our son who went missing in the port after returning from an expedition at sea. The fisherman says Albert was mentally afflicted and acted aggressively. Until he's found, Robert won't allow anyone to leave the part, and he won't help me. So I do need to find the son. And lore mythos. The fortune teller's prophecy is here, okay? The sea will be generous in coming days, many gifts, yada yada yada. I will end up in a shark cage. So we need to find the sun, I think, before we can leave the port. So we need to find the Fisherman's House. Where's our map here? That looks like... Okay, so that's... There's the Fisherman's House there, so we just need to go straight. Straight and up. Okay. Alright, so we know what we're doing. We need to go find the Fisherman's House, who apparently he has Throgmorton's son. Now, I did try to... Okay, so we just... F to toggle flashlight. Hey, we got a flashlight! We have a flashlight. That's classic. Yeah, the music is kind of... What is going on up here? Hanging fish. Okay. Alright, what's going on in here? Found somebody's bedroom.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Yeah, that's for sure. What's over here? Oh, we got a chest or some kind. We found some shell casings, 2 things of gunpowder, and some metal scrap. Alright. So we're gonna need that stuff to
the book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Okay, so the Fisherman's House, there's some problems. You've got some sort of Cthulhuoid thing growing in your house, buddy. Alright, we gotta find the fisherman. Where is the fisherman? Oh, we can go this way. We've got... You just left some fish out on the table. This town needs refrigeration. That's what it needs. This guy just has fish everywhere. Ooh, a bathtub full of bloody fish. Oh, delicious. And squid, of course. And, oh, this guy is in rough... This guy's house needs a serious spring cleaning. Who is this guy?
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Okay, so we found some bloody handprints. Who's this guy? Is this the fisherman?
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay.
Is this guy like is he a Roland Banks or a Joe Diamond? Because isn't Joe Diamond the PI?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
Yeah, I think he's more of a Joe kind of guy. So is this the fisherman that we were looking
Name's
for?
Will Hammond.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was out of starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Yeah,
who is this
Kay? I already sort of know.
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our Lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
I thought we were all praising the sea, not
I'll
the
leave
Lord
you to it.
here.
Take care of yourself.
Oh, he's showing
Please,
compassion for this
Detective,
guy.
Sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul?
Oh, this guy might have done it. No, I don't think so.
Kill him.
He wouldn't be here if you were.
The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
So Charles Reed is a compassionate man. So we have a new Mine Palace clue, a bunch of new stuff. We just came over here, so I guess this is
I can barely
Paul?
recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Paul had been beaten to a pulp. Oh, what the hell? What was that?
What was that? I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella.
What happened again?
He was beaten to a pulp.
Oh, that was creepy. Something is going on and I don't know what it is. Like I'm trying to get stuff off my hands. Out, damned spot, out. Wow, that was... whatever that thing was. I didn't get a very good look at it, so it's
Choo-choo.
Oh, okay, so we found a train, bunch of newspapers. Bed. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It sort of reminded me of a Chthonian of some kind. Okay, so what is this ability? Oh. Okay, now, so I'm having visions of people floating underwater. The modern Samson. So what is... Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past, inspect enough evidence on the scene, and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Okay, so can I... do that again.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nugulenat.
Okay, so I guess I can't. No, I can't do anything with that information. I just. Oh, there was that thing again! Okay, so there's the Modern Samson poster. Okay, that's creepy.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Okay, so if I activate Q, I get all these crazy visions. So it's a blade with eyes on the side. Alright, sure. Doesn't allow us to go into it. Alright. There's a picture over here.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
That's the man looks a bit. What is that? Whoa. Oh dear. What is going on? So this must be me entering.
Take this, ape face.
Okay, so somebody is shooting. Somebody is shooting Throgmorton's son. Somebody's throwing a barrel.
Yeah, run!
That gets tipped over. So, what is happening here? So this guy, they shoot the sun and then they run for it? Is that the deal? So somebody tries to crush somebody's head with a barrel, or maybe they're working together. The guy with the barrel and the guy with the gun are trying to get rid of Throgmorton's son.
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay, so somebody runs for it. Oh, that must be Throgmorton's son who is levitating above the bed. Okay, so he's levitating above the bed, and then he runs for it. He runs out here, where he gets into a fight with someone, and then... But how does the... Oh, they pushed the... They pushed this armoire out of the way and it fell onto the ground. Okay. So we have some more lore. What's our casebook say? Will Hammond the fisherman. We're in the mine palace. He had a sudden psychotic outbreak and one fisherman is missing. The fisherman suffered a sudden psychotic outbreak after... Okay. Still getting used to what's going on here. Okay, so how do I exit this fantastic...
Yeah, run!
Okay, so I have to mark the... Okay, so this is number 1. So he wakes up. They run for it.
What's happening?
That's number 2.
Take this, ape-face.
That's number 3.
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them.
Take care, Amelia. Glad you
wounded,
could make it
he
out
fled.
today. Whoa. Okay, there's more,
My head. I still hear
Okay, so
those
he's
voices.
still hearing the voices. So... It's wet outside. Maybe we could see some tracks? Are there tracks to be found? Okay. The system is, Okay, so he fled through a hole in the wall after he was shot. So you'd expect there to be blood. Looks like there's blood down there and maybe some tracks. Oh, there's blood we can interact with on the floor here.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
So we found the blood. So we need to go track him. How do we get down here again? I think we came this way. Alright, so we're back in. We're back downstairs. We want to go outside and see if we can't pick up the trail. That looks like blood. There's some more though. Ooh, those are weird. Is it telling me to go to the Mine Palace? So Albert didn't attack the fishermen. One fisherman there was a sudden psychotic outbreak. One fisherman Albert fled when he was wounded. Okay. Alright, so we need to find... Oh, here we are back at that shark. Is there anything down this way? I think we went down this way. Oh, this is the area we climbed out of before. We fell into the water by accident. Alright. I'm surprised there's nothing to pick up on after the fight. I thought there'd be maybe like a clue out here somewhere where... over here, yeah, because they fall onto these... jumps out of this window down here. And there's no tracks leading anywhere.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Yeah, I think you can combine clues, Oban Fireworks. I'm not sure how this works entirely. So he returned unstable. I don't think he attacked the fisherman. Because he was, We'll have to look at that. So now where do we go? That's the question. I feel like we need to do something here at this mine palace. So we select that. I can track them using my supernatural senses. Oh, I have supernatural senses? Okay. Mind's eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them to find new evidence. Yeah, okay, so now we can use our mind's eye to reveal omens that will guide our way. So to do that, we press Q. Aha. Who are these fine folks? Those must be the omens. Okay, so somebody ran over here. Okay, now we're starting to get the hang of it. So we have a spent shell casing. Oh, this is freaky. Alright, so we found a spent shell casing. Whoops. So where do we go now? Seems like we're coming.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
There's that creepy thing again. So
even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Okay, so can we climb? Okay, so then the sun ran off some more. Looks like he was suffering from some sort of crazy mental instability the whole time. Found some coil springs, metal scraps, and alcohol. scrap. Oh, I see. You have to rotate the object until you find the eye. Interesting. Okay. So we have to rotate till we find the eye. So Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port, but don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Hallucinating. Is something attacking me, or what if we go down?
The blood is fresh. Whoever it belongs to could not have got far.
Oh, there's something attacking me. How do I... So I aim and fire. That's not working. We need to make a melee attack E. Alright, so something was attacking me, but I didn't even get a good look at it.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Alright. Nothing there. Where's my flashlight? There we go. Okay. More gunpowder and coil springs. Here's a locked door. Interesting. What else is down here? Blackwood Marsh. Alright. Might as well go... What's over here? Let's go up. Interesting. I don't think I've been in this room before, have I? No, I haven't. Okay, cool. So there's a gunpowder and alcohol. Said to press T at the padlock. Thanks, Frederick. Let's go back to the padlock. I did not see that.
The door won't budge.
Padlocks, okay. Shot or melee attack, okay, right. Aha! Thank you, Frederick. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, what the hell is that? What the hell is that thing? Oh, it's like arms. It's like just arms and like nothing else. Oh, yuck. So far, I like the melee attack more than that. There's the man cuddling the fish again. Okay, that's just wrong. Thank you, Frederick. Yes, that was amazing.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident.
Okay.
This was deliberate.
Albert was murdered. Oh, that's Albert. Oh yeah, it's Albert, all right. Look at his face. He's got the ape-like features of his father.
One fatal round through the forehead.
Definitely
That's
Albert.
no accident.
All right,
This
so
was
we know
deliberate.
where... Like, that sperm whale has been really... That's just wrong. Are there any more of these creepy things down here? Like, it's like mouth and arms. That's all it is. That is creepy. Anything in here that's of interest? Doesn't look like it. Nothing of interest there. We found the whale. Nothing of interest here. Oh, so they hung him up on... They shot him in the head and they hung him up on the meat hook. Okay, so we know... Yeah, plenty more fish. That's the thing with these open world games, is they're so beautiful. Like, there's so much cool stuff I want to investigate, but so often it's just like there's nothing there to investigate. It's just like we put all this cool stuff in there and it's just... There's nothing. So let's go up here. Let's, maybe this leads somewhere interesting. I'm gonna have to call it a day here shortly, but maybe we can... It's just a phone. Anything else in here? Oh, we were... Oh, yeah, we went down the stairs that way. Okay, so we can go upstairs. No. That's not doing anything. Alright, well, we found his son. Maybe that's a good place to... head back and tell Mr. Frogmorton, or Thorgmorton, that we found his son. Anything else out here that we should be looking at? We got a flashlight on. So we climbed. Alright, Mr. Thorgmorton. Sorry to tell you, but
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have
bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
He's so compassionate. Charles is such a compassionate fellow.
Your
He's always like, I'm
condolences
sorry,
will not
Mr.
bring him back.
Apish man.
So
You
much
were...
of our blood
I'm sorry you
spilled
lost
for
your son.
nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
I don't think I want to...
I have some suspects.
I don't think I want to throw Lewis under the bus quite yet, because I'm not entirely sure Lewis is the one who did it.
When I find out...
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirtbag and I'll help you with
secure this guy's help, then we... Alright. Let us save the game. Okay, save the game. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for this stream. Just part one, just a short stream today to get used to the controls, and we finished our first quest. We found out where Robert Thorgmorton's son was. He was murdered, shot in the head, and left to hang up in a meat locker, maybe in the basement somewhere. So that is our first quest in the bag. Now we need to figure out who killed him. It sounds like it could be an Innsmouther named Lewis. So I think probably our next task will be to track him down. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of the Sinking City. There will be more to come. Glad you enjoyed it, everyone. If you would like to support the channel, you can always head over to patreon.com and support me over there. and that would be much appreciated. There'll be more Sinking City to come in the near future. So until then, I hope you will tune in. Until the stars are right, keep your shotgun close and your elder sign closer. Take care out there, and happy investigating.